Good afternoon, and welcome to this session dedicated to MSCA and citizens. I will just remind the audience that you can send questions through the Slido, and I will try to keep a bit of time to be able to answer to them after my presentation. So my name is Julie Leprêtre, and I'm a policy officer in the Marie Skłodowska-Curie Actions Unit within the Directorate General for Education, Youth, Sport and Culture at the European Commission. And I'm notably in charge of the European Researchers' Night. I'm really delighted to be here with you this afternoon, since the MSCA and Citizens Call for the year 2022-2023 has been published on 22nd of June, meaning that it is the right timing for you to be informed and possibly involved. I will go through the main features and objectives of the MSCA and Citizens Coordination and Support Action. But as time today is limited, I will also invite you to watch the recording of the MSCA and Citizens Info Day organized by the Research Executive Agency, which took place actually 2 days ago on 29 June. I don't know if you can see my presentation on screen. I have the feeling it's not the case, so I will, yes, thank you. I will go on, and I'm happy to see that everything works. So MSCA and Citizens addresses public outreach and embeds actually the European Researchers' Night. So it aims to bring research and researchers closer to the public at large, to increase awareness of the importance of research and innovation, to show the role of the researchers in and for the society and economy, as well as the impact of researchers' work on citizens' daily life. It aims also to raise the interest of young people for research and scientific careers. And actually, that's really our aim here, to be able to reconnect or to connect science and research with citizens, and also being able to demystify research. So the idea is really for us to address the general public with a specific focus on families, pupils, students, and notably those who do not have easy access to research activities. So from our point of view, inclusiveness should be key. And really the idea is also to bring young people, to bring students, to bring pupils to research careers and activities. MSCA and Citizens, as the other actions, as the other MSCA actions, should also promote gender balance and inclusiveness in science, open science, and responsible research and innovation. All these objectives and outcomes will be pursued through the organization of the European Researchers' Night, which you may possibly know, since it could be considered as the largest research communication and promotion event taking place across EU member states and Horizon Europe associated countries. As you surely know, actually in 2019, it attracted more than 1.6 million visitors and in more than 400 cities. And in 2020, the situation was a bit first exceptional, and projects have moved into digital in a very short time. But in the end, the event attracted as well more than 2.3 million visitors. So of course, the digital dimension of the event allowed us to have an even broader impact, but nonetheless, having these physical events attract each time about more than 1.5 million visitors. So you will see that as regards the European Researchers' Night, there is no that many changes, but still there are some novelties I would like to highlight with you this afternoon. So for you to know that the European Researchers' Night will continue to take place every year on the last Friday of September. As under Horizon 2020, it will support events that can last up to 2 days, because they can start on Friday and continue as the following day. pre-events prior to the main event, and related post-events such as wrap-up meetings or small-scale follow-up events can also be organized. Just to make it very clear, pre-events, post-events can be organized, but each time it should be really related to the main event, which is the European Researchers' Night. Activities can combine education to science with entertainment and take therefore various forms such as exhibitions, hands-on experiments, science shows, simulations, debates, games, competitions, guided visits of labs or research institutes. So they are very broad and diverse, and they involve actively both researchers and the audience. And of course, they can take place in various venues. Of course, as I said already, we experienced in 2020 an exceptional situation due to the COVID pandemic. So we hope that in the coming years, actually everything will be back to, let's say, normal. But of course, we can also foresee some digital activities. It allows us also to broaden the impact of the European Researchers' Night. In the upcoming call, which actually will cover 2 successive editions of the night, 2022 and 2023, applicants will be encouraged to put the focus on EU priorities and notably the EU research and innovation missions, which deal with great challenges to be tackled, such as cancer, climate adaptation, soils, oceans, but also cities. We believe indeed that it's very important to connect the night, the European Researchers' Night, with current priorities and challenges which the societies are facing, and also actually main priorities of the European Commission and the European Union. In terms of activities, there are 2 novelties I would like to highlight this afternoon. So first, the newly included Researchers at School activity. And also then the fact that the European corner as such will not be required anymore. I will come back to that point later on. As regards the Researchers at School activity, so here we aim really to support school teachers in developing a scientific approach around priority topics and create a learning opportunity for pupils through direct interaction with researchers. So it's really about bringing researchers to school to encourage interaction with pupils at all levels of primary and secondary education. So researchers and school pupils will meet to talk about current and future challenges of our societies. They will learn, so pupils will learn directly about research projects and activities addressing the EU priorities and main orientations such as climate change, sustainable development, health, European Green Deal, and again, as already mentioned before, the EU research and innovation missions. Just for you to know that this activity will happen at any time during the project duration. So it means that it could start, of course, before the night as such, before the European Researchers' Night, and it could continue afterwards. It should be also subject to a dedicated promotion, particularly towards schools. As I mentioned before, but I will go quickly to that point, there is no European corner as such required. We saw that in previous editions of the night, it was sometimes a bit difficult to implement a European corner, which was requested before under Horizon 2020. So now the idea under Horizon Europe would be that beneficiaries suggest ways to highlight the European dimension of the night. It's very important to keep or to highlight this European dimension, but again, the way to do it will be actually up to you. Actually, I will go maybe to the next point because I see that time is flying. So who can apply? So one or more legal entities established in an EU member state are Horizon Europe associated countries. Partnerships and coordination at regional, national, cross-border levels will be encouraged with an aim really to avoid overlaps and to ensure a good geographical spread. As I said already before, applicants are encouraged to submit proposals covering 2 successive editions of the night. That's really a matter of continuity. You can apply either for 2022 or 2023, but again, we would like to encourage applicants to submit proposals for the 2 editions, as the call is covering 2 successive editions. And an important also novelty, which has been also developed during our MSC and Citizens Info Day on Tuesday, is that eligible costs will take the form of lump sum contributions. So we have estimated that an EU contribution between 50,000 euros and 150,000 euros per annual edition, that's important, would allow the outcomes of the night to be addressed appropriately. Nonetheless, this does not preclude submission and selection of a proposal requesting different amounts. As I already mentioned, the call has been open on 22nd of June and will close on 7th of October. The last slide is dealing with award criteria. I won't go through each of these points now because, again, I know that time is really flying, so I would like to keep 1 or 2 minutes to eventually take some questions. I believe also that maybe the link to the recording of the MSCA and Citizens Info Day could be added in the Slido box, in the Slido chat, so that you can also have access to this full dedicated event to MSCA and Citizens. So I thank you very much for your attention, and I maybe will take 1 question if there is some in Slido. Sorry, because so about the kind of organizations which can apply. Maybe I can also ask my colleague to intervene because I know that he is there. Alan, can an event organization apply? Yes, actually, the answer should be yes, but I don't know if Alan, you would like to complement a bit.
Could you just read the full question to me, please?
So it's which kind of organizations can apply? Can an event organization apply? So the answer is yes, but if you want to develop a bit as regards the kind of organizations which can apply to the call.
Yes, I mean, anybody who can actually put on the event can apply to put on the event, but of course the event needs really to be focused on the researchers and focused on bringing the researchers to the general public, so if an event organization was to apply, we would very strongly suggest that they involve researchers right from the beginning of their proposal, not just at the implementation stage. Otherwise, they run the risk of it not being a very well-focused researcher-led event.
Thank you. I don't see my other questions anymore on the screen, but there were 2 on researchers at school. Maybe I can go through these 2 questions on researchers at school activities. So one is concerns, sorry, the timeline when the researchers at school activities can be implemented. I really would like us to take that question because it's really important for you to have in mind that indeed these researchers at school activities again can be implemented throughout the full duration of the project, meaning that it's not only in September that these activities should be implemented, it's really all year around, and actually for the full duration of the project, meaning that if you apply for 2 years, for 2 successive editions of the night, you will be able to implement researchers at school activity during the full duration of the project. I don't know if this is clear now, or again, if Alan would like to add something on that point. No, it's fine. And about, there was another question on researchers at school, and actually your question is about do researchers at basketball activity have to be part of a European Researchers Night project, or can they be funded as a standalone activity? No, actually, they should be part of the European Researchers Night, because again, it's one of the work packages of the European Researchers Night call. So indeed, it has to be included in an application to the call. Of course, if you want to have some activities such as bringing researchers to schools, because we know that these activities are also implemented in some of the countries, of course you can do so, but not through the European Researchers Night funding. If Alan would like to add something again, it's fine. Or maybe you will.
No, just to reinforce what you said about the main event being the European Researchers Night and everything else having to be strongly linked to what happens on the last Friday in September.
Yes, indeed. I see that really we are late now, so yes, indeed, I will stop here. I thank you very much. We saw that there are some other questions, so we will of course try to reply to all these questions afterwards. And again, I would like to share with you the link to the info day on MSCA and citizens, which was recorded 2 days ago, and I hope that you will get all the answers to your questions. But again, we will be available for replying further to your questions. So now I will stop, and I would like to invite you to connect to the last subsection of this event, which concerns the next steps and how to get support for the MSCA calls. So thanks a lot, and please connect to the next session. Thank you very much.